up, guys? This is the Don here with Yugioh Gaming Channel, back with another deck profile for you guys. My Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile, coming in second place and third place, Saturday and Friday events. So without too much more, we're just gonna dive into this deck profile, let you guys see what I got, and definitely leave some comments below if you think there's any improvements I can make on this deck. Right now, I've been doing a little bit of testing, and since you know they implemented them new rules, you know how it go. Double loss at the end of the round. Without too much more, let's just get into it. Okay, so we're running the basics here. We're running 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. We're running 3 Maiden of White. We're running 3 Sage with Blue Eyes. We're running 1 Jet and 1 Kaiser Seahorse. That's basically it for the Blue Eyes package. We're running the 3 Primite Burrow, Ether Burrow. Some of you guys all know. For the hand traps, we're running 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 Charming Wallows. Right now, we're running 3 Ghost Bell onto the match. This card has been seeing a comeback for some reason. I don't know why. It actually does interact with certain decks. We're running 2 Ash Blossom Joyous Springs. Of course, you're like, it's 2? Yeah, we're running 2 in this build because you'll see why later. We're running 1 Effect Veiler. Obviously, this list is nothing like any other Blue Eyes that I know. I mean, yeah, some of the things are generic, but that's just generic Blue Eyes stuff in general. So, I mean, it's trial and error. So just do your best and put in what you think will work with the deck. Running 1 Bestial Magnum up. You already know why. That's basically the search factor in the matter. Like you can, you already know what you can do with him. Self-explanatory. Let's move on to the spells and traps. All right, for the spells, we are starting off with the Loady Loads. If you don't know what the card does, I suggest you look it up. It's pretty good with Blue Eyes. Now, most people have been running this at 1, but recently I've been seeing people at 2 with these drill beams. I love it at 2. The card comes up, and you got a Blue Eyes in your hand, which is a brick, and you have a Primite drill beam that makes the drill beam live. So, let's move on. 2 beam and 1 Primite fusion for the Primite spells. For the Blue Eyes spells, Wishes of Blue Eyes at 3. Obviously, the card adds you your engine, fodder, etc., etc., etc. 1 Mausoleum of White, because you know that's just a card. 1 of the Roar Blue Eyes. Might bump that up to 2, I'm just not sure at this moment. 1 Triple Tactics Talent. 1 Call by the Grave. 1 Crossout Detonator. And that's basically it for the spells. On to the traps. We're running 3 Dominus Purge. I've seen this in lists. Obviously, it conflicts with any of the dark or fire monsters you have. So that's kind of why I'm running 2 Ashes and 1 Veiler. You know, it makes up for the difference, especially with this card right here. I'm running 2 Infinite Impermanents. This is basically, I think that's good. You know what I mean? Because I'm running the Veiler that makes a 3rd Imperm. But it's what it is. 1 Majesty. Or I call it Majesty. It's majestic to be Pacific. Y'all know my lingo, man. I love messing up on certain words, you know. I read them backwards and stuff like that. I might just make up a word. But for the last card in the deck, the True Light. Now, obviously, you know, these just came out in the Mega Tens, you know, for that good old Starlight. But yeah, that's it for the spell and traps. Let's move on to the extra deck. So my extra deck is pretty good. I mean, we're running the basics here. We're running 3 Spirit Eyes with Blue. We're running 2 Erratic Seals, 3 Spirit of Blue Eyes, one of the ultimate spirits, 1. All you need is 1. With this variant that I'm running with the crimson in it, see, the thing is, I guess I need to explain a little bit more about how my playing style is. My play style is like the first build that come out with the deck, I try to like improve on that first build. So this deck has only went through 1 change, and the only change is throwing in the Prime stuff. Literally, I just took out some things, slapped in some stuff whenever I acquired the cards to play it at full power. Now, technically, this isn't the full power that it needs to be with the Magia, but it's definitely a strong enough variant. Of course, you know we're running the Crimson Dragon, the Ancient Fairy Light Dragon, and the Stardust Cipher Dragon for those cards right there. We're running the Primite Dragon, which is pretty good for Yummy. Also kills the Requiem. Hint. just joking. But it does work. And I know y'all hear that thunder outside. So we're also running the 1 Neoz Ultimate, you know, for the Equip Fodder to make the Tyrant Dragon. So these cards basically make your deck as powerful as it can be. I mean, granted, there are other extra deck cards that you can put into your advantage, I would like to say, or your play style. It's just however you play, your adaptability. But let's move on to the side deck. All right, guys, to wrap this up here, my side deck, I'm gonna tell you a little story about it, but it's gonna be real quick. So I'm trying to figure out the ratios here with my deck and the side. So my method is for this, my method of madness was pick going first cards, pick going second cards, and pick a mix of cards. And you will see that in this right here. So we're running the Artifact Lancia, and you already know why, because Malice is still a thing out there, people. These people do exist. So Artifact Lancia does exist. Oh, it gets worse, trust me. Sloth, and we're running the Kwaku Miru in the side. He was mained at one point, but running him in the side because he is a situational card. When you're going up against an opponent and you don't know what they're playing, you can also side this in and it will interrupt them with your seals. 2 Dimensional Barrier for the going first cards. For the still going first cards, we're running 3 of the Solemn Judgments. These cards right here won and took off games just alone by itself. The Solemn Judgment that saved me countless times in games. Going second cards here, let me make sure I specify what these cards are going first, going second, etc., etc. You should already have the knowledge though. We're running 3 of the Evenly Match. You know, for clearing boards. What more do I need to do? I mean, you build your board. I don't really need to run the Biru or Dark Ruler no more. I just make you have 1 card on the board and then Blue Eyes. You know, to round it up for this deck profile, guys, this is 2 Lightning Storms in the side. You also know those are going second cards. Clear board, and clear board. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to this deck profile and seeing the progress I've made with this deck. It comes so far, man. Topping 2nd and 3rd with this deck after coming this far, I think is pretty good. So I ain't got too many things to say at the end of this. I guess shout outs to the locals. You already know Pink Elephant, Poke Bros, Rated Ease. These people hold you down when you're out and about. You already know how it go. If you're in the town, Wichita, you already know, shoot at these locations. You will definitely find them. As far as the Konami goes, man, them rules, hey, we gonna see how many people go into their events like, yeah, I'm finna lose, then we're gonna lose. We'll see how that go, man. I'm telling you, this stuff ain't gonna get no better. But we already know. with that, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.